Folks, welcome aboard flight 1023, nonstop over to Atlanta. We're going to be flying out of here, Providence. We've got a 6 o'clock push. Make sure it's about 5 in the morning here. We're going to be flying an A321 today over to Atlanta, then on to Salt Lake. Welcome aboard. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. It helps us. And if you are a subscriber, hit the like button right now. That helps us too. All right, let's get in the flight deck. We are cold and dark start. And we will get this going. So the problem I have with this is we can't walk through. Like, we're kind of stuck right here as our threshold. Just a bummer. Anyway, we're in the aircraft. All right, folks, welcome aboard. We're on the airplane right now, and you can see it's nice and dark there. No lights on. We'll get in our flight deck, and we'll get this airplane awoke. How's that? Got a cold and dark aircraft here. Everything's looking good. We'll get the battery on. We'll get the aircraft fired up. We're going to do a power up test right now. So, on the overhead here, we can see we've got 27.6, 27.6, and we have external power available. So, all that is good. Let's go ahead and throw. So, my throttle quadrant is just super touchy. So, let's go ahead and throw the external power to the on position. Alright, so the first thing we're doing is check those the battery voltage here. You want to make sure they're above 25.5, and they are before we do that. We have BAT 1 and BAT 2 push buttons. We'll make sure those are in auto, and the lights are out. And I don't know if, no, let's see. No. There usually is a flashlight. But anyway, the push buttons are in, you can see. Okay. And then we have the external power available light is illuminated, and it's on blue. It's green, actually. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. Right. Now we've got a blue light, 27.5 on the volts. And then the next thing we're going to do is a fire test. So let's get the fire test going, and that's going to be way up there. You can see it kind of flashing. And we're just going to kind of zoom in on the panel so you can see it a little bit better. I'm going to do a fire test on all 3 systems. Alright, I just didn't hear the audio bell, and that's just because it's not warmed up yet. You got to give it a little bit of a time to do that. I'm going to go ahead and throw that. Now we got the bell. Let it go. Test number 2. Good. One more test on number 1. Bell is heard. Alright, so that is done. We've got good amps here. BAT's 25.5, 25.5, looking good. So they're doing their thing. The pre-flight battery check, we can check the voltage of that 1, 2. We just want to make sure it's greater than 25. We're going to turn these bats off, so I'll show you. Now that's on at 28.6. This is just a bat check, 28.6. So you turn them off to test the volts and make sure they're above 25, and now they're good to go. They're in auto. And that is done. My throttle is super sensitive, by the way. All right, we're going to go to the next thing. Okay, the next thing we want to do is just check your status, make sure they're good to go. Got status pages looking pretty good down here. Obviously, we got to get some fuel. We got the park brake on and all that. We just hit status STS, and then I'll pull that up. Obviously, logbook, all your paperwork, all that's good. we're going to check hydraulic quantities and engine oil quantities right now. Let's go to hydraulic. Just going through the electric system, just make sure we're good to go. We're on external power. Fuel, yeah, we got to get some more gas, that's for sure. APU's off, that's good. Doors, cabin doors open. And the skids, look at accumulator, and we'll check that next here. Okay, all is well. Let's go back to all status here. Okay, we checked our logbook. Circuit breakers, you would check those. I believe the circuit breakers are back here, so you take a look at all your circuit breakers, make sure they're in, everything's good. We'll check our lighting, get the lighting up and running. Just really quick. BFD and ND is just keep that right here. That's our console, so we can see oxygen masks. Check those. All right, let's go ahead and after that, we checked our emergency equipment. We would have done all that already. So we checked the ELT. We armed it. We already checked that. Jump seat's good. Sun shields are good. Crew luggage is stowed. Printer paper is on the airplane. And our cockpit door is good to go. We would check all that. Then the FO would do an exterior. We're not going to do that today. We kind of just skip that and get this thing going. Anyway, they would do all of that. All right, ADAR panel. We're going to go to ADAR RU panel. We're going to go to the nav position. All right, so we're going to go up to nav, and on bat. I should go to off with the message, and then we'll get this airplane configured. All right, we're going to be time right now is 0923. You're going to be leaving at that's Zulu time. I'm going to push that button. Just gives us UTC. Huh? Wonder if there's a we can get a local. No, I'm sure there is a way. I just don't know how. Anyway, we'll get a local time on there, and we'll take a look here. We're going to be leaving here at 6 o'clock, so it's 9:24. Just want to make sure it's the right time before we do anything. So I'm going to check time really quick. All right, so it's 5:24 local. So that's right. We're going to be taking off here at 10. That's about 36 minutes, so we've got to get this airplane ready and rolling. Now, really, that kind of messes us up. Let's go ahead and I'm going to change the time here in the sim to reflect. We would have showed up at 5 something. There we go. About right there. That gives us a little more time to get things prepped. All right, so let's do this. AC status, we'll check our status. We're going to go ahead and pull everything in. We're going to go to here. We're just going to check our status now. I'll clear that, clear it. Status and crossroad, looking at the April 27, April 17, May 14, so that's good. I can look at our status page, which we are. And then we're going to go ahead and get things plugged in. We're going to do that via our ATSU page. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Our AOC menu, we'll pull that in there. AOC menu. I'm going to go init data request. I'm just going to clear that. See if I can pull it in and see if we can get this this rolling. Yep, that's good. That's what we want to see. So that's pulled into the data. Then we're going to go to the init A page on this side. Init A is right there. Again, we're just going to request it in. It's going to pull all the data in from the company. There we go. So we have NOCO route, we have Providence to Atlanta. Cost index, we've got to add all that in. So let's go ahead and take a look at our flight plan, and we'll drive all that in. Our cost index is 30 today. There we are. And our flight number is DAL 1023, I believe. Yep. 1023, throw that right into there. And then our cruise altitude is going to be 340 today. I always get that wrong. I think I'm in a Boeing. It's flight level 340 / temperature. And our temperature is +3 up at cruise. You might not have to do the plus. Let's see. No, it took it. Okay. It says AOC active flight plan uplink. Thank you. Clear that message. And that is the init A page. And we just did 2 from fields. We got all that filled in. Our field predictions will have to be accurate once we get everything done. Cost index is in, cruise and temp is in. We have verified the uplink to from airports. The ATIS temperature, we got to do that next. Coming up to the ground temperature, just looking at the ATIS at Providence here. Providence reporting right now 10 degrees. So that's why you just don't always want to trust that. You just want to go 10 degrees right now, the ground temp. That's what the ATIS is saying. So we pull that in and say good to go. Okay, the IRS init page is set. So we've done that. Verify airport reference points, lat long. Okay, so we would look at the IRS page, and that's going to be it's aligned. That's good. All right. All right, we're going to select the return prompt, and we'll be into the init page now, and we're going to go to one page over, and you can see if we have where is that stupid? There we go. Yes, that's what I was looking for, the wind. So go ahead and request the wind. We'll get the wind requested, get pulled in there. Good, and then we're going to go ahead and go wind data uplink. That is good to go. Clear that message. There's our wind now. So we're good on that. Click return. And now we've got the wind plugged in. Okay, we're going to go to the init B page now, which is the next arrow. And we're going to get things fired up on this. Verify the taxi fuel, and it says for us we're going to be taxiing out with about 600 pounds. So I'm going to add 0.6 to that number. All right, and then our trip time and our block fuel's got to add all those things in. We don't have an alternate today, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have to put in 45 minutes of fuel, so of final time. So we're going to go /0045 and then enter it. And that gives us that 45 minutes that we need. Our zero fuel weight is going to be 151.2, and our block fuel is about 25.1. So we're going to go 151.2, which is our zero fuel, and then our zero fuel CG, I don't know yet. We'd have to look at the paperwork. Our weight balance, and that's going to change. But our back zero fuel, we're looking at our zero fuel weight, 26.5 right now. You can see this always gets me on this thing. I want to hit load aircraft and reset load sheet. Let's just see if I can throw my GSX on. It is a default. Okay, good. Okay, so we're good there. I wonder if there's a little GX. I think there's a GSX little thing we can do here. Let's just see what we got. Huh. I don't know why I can't load the airplane right now. Yeah, folks, so we're going to go ahead and get this sent. Now, normally, it should be able to send it into the EFB here. I don't know why I have to do this manually. There's something I'm missing. I'm sure I'm missing something. So add fuel 25.1 on the gas. So go ahead and throw that in there. 25.1. Cargo is about 6,400 pounds. And then 202 passengers today. So 202 gives us around a zero fuel weight 151.3. I'm going to click apply and load aircraft now. And we're going to go GSX boarding and refueling. And I don't know if it did it automatically or what, but I'm going to go ahead and check that because I'd like to. Okay, good. So services requested. So that's what you have to do with this, I guess. So we'll go ahead and get that GSX loaded. They should throw the catering on the airplane. And we'll be back. All right, so it does it automatically, which is nice. So we're getting the fuel in right now. Let's go back to the init B page. I don't know why it's Southwest, by the way. I guess their Delta ran out of snacks. So Southwest is doing the catering. Pretty funny. All right, so block fuel, you can see we're going to block in at 25.1 on the block. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there, 25.1 on block fuel. Oops. Zero fuel weight is going to be 152.1 slash 20, what do we say, 26 and a half. Yeah. And that's 26.5. So that stays the same. You can just leave it blank and then drop it in there. That's how it's going to be. Block fuel, we're going to go ahead and change that block fuel to 25.1. All right, oops, 25.1. I'll throw that block fuel in. There we go. And then a trip wind, we could just throw the average. We've got block fuel in there, and Yeah, like I said, we already added our winds. 283.51, so just maybe just 51 on the trip wind. Just throw that. Oh, that's a valid entry. I wonder. Probably not going to work, but we'll try. No. 281. I don't know. Anyway, that's our trip wind in there. We've already put the winds. So I just don't know what that's blank. Let's go to the prep takeoff page now. Right in here, so you can see our prep takeoff page. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff here. We can do an NDAP. We don't have to worry about it. You can see the reverse, the thrust reverse. You can change all that if you wanted to. NDAP 1, we could do 1500 here, so I'll just show you. You can change this to 1500 / 3000. This is the NADP, so we can change it something like that, where reduced thrust, 1500, 3000 is back on. So that's kind of what that does for us. And then we'll get everything planned here. And we're kind of not at this point yet. We still have to do a few things, but if you go to the next phase, you can see your climb managed. That's good. And we'll get everything hammered in terms of the flight plan, which we're going to do right now. So let's go to the flight plan. We got Providence departure and the wind here at Providence. The ATIS is reporting. We're going to be departing 231-90 at 6, departing runway 23. So 23, we'll throw that in there. And no SID today. Probably going to do. There is no SID, so it's just basically takeoff heading. So this is just insert that and let them know what we're doing there. We got a discontinuity. That's fine. We'll go ahead and check that out. I'm going to go down, and then Atlanta. We're going to put Atlanta data in there right now. Arrival page coming up, and right now Atlanta is reporting the following. Get the weather going here, it'd be great. All right, 200 at 6, 10 statute miles, 2 clouds at 17,000, departing runway 26 left, 27 right, arriving 26 right, 27 left, and we're going to be taking the Aussie 1 on the 26s. So what we're going to do is we got to read those notes. There's some notes up here. Radar required turbojet landing west. Select 27 left. So we'll be selecting that 27 left on us here. So if we go down or up, all right, 27 left, right there. And then the star, we're going to be flying the Aussie 1 star. There you go. And the transition is, where are you? We're doing the Aussie 1 Flask transition. So there you go. We've got Flask in there, Aussie 1 looking good. Approach via, and that's going to be the 27 left. So let's take a look at that. On the charts, I'm looking at my charts when I do that. I'm kind of trying to see what we can go Rome, which I'd rather do. Rome's a little quicker, so we'll add that and click insert. All right, then it throws up. It's just a discontinuity. We might have to clear that out. We'll see what's going on. Probably just going to be runway heading to Putnam. I believe there's a direct 2 on here. I don't know. Yeah, there is a direct. Good. We might have to clear that disco, but we'll check this. We'll kind of run through this, make sure we're good to go, and we'll go from there. Actually, let's do that right now. We're doing Providence, 1546. We have a discontinuity to Putnam. I'm going to look at my flight plan here to Putnam. Then we got a Bath. Then we're going to Bingo, Tribs, Basie, and then D-Babe, Atlanta, PTW, Bird, we got Penzi, Hagen, Penzi, EMI, CSN, MOL, and then we're going to start to Flask, and then we're doing our arrival. Yold, Scholl, T-Dun, Wilson, Mahoney, Top of Descent, Tej, G-Bake, Winning, Wing, Aussie, and then we've got Harry Kalla, Posy, and then we're in. Okay. I'm good with this. This looks good. So all of that is good except for that one discontinuity that we're probably just going to get rid of. So I'm just going to try to clear that. Get rid of it now and click insert. So it's just basically direct Putnam. We'll take off and go direct Putnam. That's what that is. So runway 23 out of here, take off to the south, and then we'll just kind of turn up to the right turn up to Putnam. That's what that does for us there. Okay, so flight plan is confirmed. We'll go to the sec page, secondary flight plan. We're going to go ahead and copy the active. All right, so that's done. Any changes we make right there, that's done. The one thing we do need to do is our alternate brake check. We're going to do that in the, oh, I don't think we need to do that in this 320. Yeah, it's not. It's a 319 or a 320, not in a 321. So we're good on that, which is nice. All right, let's go on the overhead and we'll start configuring the overhead. We don't have any ETOPS to worry about. Flight plan control panel. Let's go ahead and get everything set here on the overhead here. That looks good. I'm just going to kind of go down this side. Flight controls, lights are out. You want to make sure all your lights are out. Everything is good here. CVR test, can just hold it. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to go cruise supply coming on. Emer's off. All those lights are good. Wipers are off. I've got down here, our lighting's all set.
This way.
We've got nav on 1 or 2, doesn't matter which one.
Hello.
All that's good. Overhead lighting is good. No smoking. Seatbelts coming on. No smoking lights are on. And then Emer lights, we're going to go ahead and throw this to arm. Everything is here. That's good on auto. That's auto. Pack 2s are off. You should have 2 fault lights. I'm going to crank the cockpit down just a little bit. Forward cabin and the aft cabin just down slightly. All right, our fuel pumps, they're going to be coming on right now.
This way.
Let's just get them going. This is a really easy airplane, you guys. You just want to make sure all the lights are out. I mean, that's basically it. It's cargo smoke coming up. Good. That's capped. That's capped. It should stop.
This way.
Yeah. Okay, and those are capped as well. The main starts are good. So all that's done. We're going to go ahead and cancel the master warning. Thank you. Cancel again. It's just giving a whole bunch of ECAB, says cab fans, all that's good check.
Hello.
All right, so that's a good test. That's good check. Flight control panel, Emer electrical panel did that. GPWS verified all lights extinguished. RCDR panel. I don't know if I turned that on. Did I? I might have forgot.
Hello. Welcome on board.
We're still boarding. That's good. Yeah, we're good.
Boarding pass, please. This way.
Yeah, I want to make sure that's... I can't tell. Okay. There we go. RCDR, you want to make sure that's on auto. That's good.
Hello.
And that's the ground control push button. Want to make sure that is the on, so you should see a blue light with it on. And we've got that right there. So I did miss that panel. That's pretty much it for this oxygen panel. We've checked that. Crew push button on. Call panel is set. We've done that. Wiper panel is set. External panel, we got all the lights done. Signs are on. Cabin pressure panel is set. Anti-ice panel is set. Air conditioning panel. Our tube leads, push button lights are on. Lights are out. I mean, the push buttons are on. The lights are out. Cross bleeds on auto. Pack 1 and 2 push button lights are out. We should have 2 fault lights though, which we do. Electrical panel set. We've already done that. That's all good to go. And our fuel panel, we've already set the fuel pumps on. Hydraulic panels are set. Fire panel, we've already checked it. Good deal. Let's go down just really quick into the accumulator pressure. That's going to be on the FO side. Just want to make sure we have good pressure on the brakes. And we do. It's in the green. So accum pressure right here. Make sure that's in the green. If it wasn't, you have to recharge. I'm going to throw terrain on my side. There we go. All right, folks, we're almost there. And we'll run our checklist, and then we'll be out. I'm going to come over here, throw constraints on. And that's pretty much it for now.
Welcome on board.
All that's good to go. We'll go ahead and throw in our weather. Our weather now in Providence. I'll go ahead and set the altimeter. Altimeter reporting 3035. So I'll go ahead and set that 3035. Pretty nice high pressure here. 3035 is set.
Welcome on board. Welcome on board.
Auto brake panel looks good.
Hello.
Just make sure we've got everything set here in terms of. All right, let's go and check the performance now of the aircraft. Let's go to our trusty EFB here, and we're going to click right on down and go into the takeoff performance. We've got runway, that's our landing, so I want to see if our takeoff is looking good here. We're going to go to departure performance. We're going to sync load sheet preliminary in there for now, or sync the live weather, and then we'll click calculate, see what we got. I got 143, 146, 147, all that looks good. Slats 209, clean speed is 230. We're looking at flap 2 on this departure with up 0.7. Flex temp 45, I'm good with all that. Let's send to the MICDO, and we're going to go ahead and go to the pref page, and you can see all these numbers are looking good. All right, flap 2 up 0.7. All right, that's all lined up, ready to go. Let's go get our clearance, and we're going to be out of here shortly.
Welcome on board.
Let's call for clearance. Providence clearance is 126. Let's give him a call. Providence clearance Delta 1023, looking for IFR over to Atlanta.
Welcome on board. Hello.
Delta 1023, Providence clearance. Cleared to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta I Airport. Radar vectors Putnam. Minus filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level tree 40, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.675. Squawk 501 tree.
Okay, got all that.
Cleared to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta I Airport. Radar
4,000
vectors Putnam.
feet.
Minus filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.675. Squawk 5013, Delta 1023.
Boarding pass, please.
Delta 1023, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
Welcome on board.
Will contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. Delta 1023. Thanks.
Okay, I got
welcome.
5013 is in there. I don't need a floodlight now. That's good on the panel. And a couple things we want to do. Make sure we go. PWS is on auto, and then we'll, before we push, we'll go ahead and throw the squawk on reporting. Right now we're still boarding, it looks like. Oh, we're done with that. So we're still getting passengers on the aircraft. We're almost there. And then we'll shut those cargo doors. We can button those up. All right, I'm done with that. Let's go ahead and click into this. Let's go to here. We'll go to ground services. Let's go ahead and close our aft door and our forward door. Get those closed up. And our time is right around 9:40. So we're going to be taking off here in about 15 minutes.
This way.
We got 150 passengers on board right now, the airplane.
Hello. Good night. Good night.
Good night. What are you talking about, lady?
Hello. Hello.
Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard Flight 1023 nonstop service over to Atlanta. Should have you on the gate here in about 15 minutes. Once we're airborne, looking at roughly about 2 hours and 12 minutes or so. Should have you in a little early in Atlanta. Weather in Atlanta, 57 degrees, some scattered clouds. It should be a nice ride.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight.
Hello.
Please place your large bags into the overhead lockers, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops.
The turbulence the ride should be pretty smooth until we get to about south of the Carolinas, south of
May I see your
Virginia
boarding pass?
area. It might be a little bit light turbulence reported at 34. We're going to try to give you a good ride. Maybe we go a little higher. We'll see. We'll see how we can could do. Definitely on the descent, it might be a little bit bumpy into Atlanta, but just light turbulence forecasted. Should be a pretty good ride for you. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and turn on the APU now. We're getting ready. Got about 10 minutes to go here. For push, we're going to master switch the on position. Give it about a few seconds. Then we'll run our checklist and click start. It's going to get going. We got enough fuel on the aircraft right now, so we're just going to undock this. Take a look. I'm going to go to the fuel status page. You can see 12.5, 12.5. That's 25.1. That is correct. We'll get the jetway off and we'll get going here. All right, pre-flight interior exterior is completed. Circuit breakers are checked. Recorders are on. Passenger signs are on and auto. They sure are. So I'll verify that. Yep. Emergency lights, they are armed. Altimeters are set 3035 on both. Flight and nav instrument set. We just got to check this to about 4,000 here. They cleared us. 4,000 set. ECAM status. We'll go ahead and check that status page right now. Just click that. Looks good. Cat 2 system. Radar is off. Park brake is set. Radio and transponders are set. Windows closed and locked. Oxygen masks are checked. Flight attendant briefing completed that. Departure briefing completed. Logbook secured H there on board. Fuel, and we've got that required. You can kind of take a look. Aircraft loaded. We'll dismiss that. Let's just go to my flights. And then, oh, shoot, I didn't want to do that. Over here. Ground services. There's our sim brief. So you can kind of see down here, just taking a look at the fuel. Our fuel status 25.1, and we need 22.7 to go. So that's good. And push back. We'll go ahead and do that right now. We'll call for a push. And we can either do that via this EFB, or we can do it via the other way. And I'll give you a briefing here when we go. I'm going to go ahead and close the PCAs. Can come close now. I'm going to pull the GPU. And chock's coming closed. And we've got the available on. Good. Available light is good. All right, let's call for GSX, and we'll tell them to pull the jetway out of here. Maybe. Nope, I don't want that on there. Let's go ahead and I'll just do it this way then. Request for push. Okay, while that's going on, let's go ahead and turn on the APU bleed. It's going to be up here. APU bleed on. Get some air in the back, and then we'll close that. We'll close our door and lock it up.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right, we're going to go ahead and throw this to TARA. I'll get that going. And that's all set, ready to go.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay. Coming upstairs, turning on the beacon light. Beacon light's on. Let me give him a call. Providence ground.
Locking gear.
Delta 1023, push please.
Delta 1023, Providence ground. Pushback approved. Face southwest.
Push approved. We'll save face southwest.
Pushback approved. Face southwest.
Runway
Delta
23 is an
1023.
unmanned choice, isn't it? Let's look at the weather here really quick. Yeah, winds 130 at 9er. ATIS reporting 23. We're going to go nose to the right, please.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, we got beacons on, releasing the brakes. Here we go, looking down. And I've got my thrustmaster here, so I'm just going to take a look at the park
Release
brake.
parking brakes, please.
Park brakes released.
Commencing push.
Let's go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, here we go, on the push. I don't know why they would say safe south. We're taking off on runway 23. What do they think? Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it? Although it's Delta pushing, it's Southwest pushing us back. I think, hey, I hit the wrong button on the GSX. I didn't get it. That's funny. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the number 1 here first. Whoa. Okay, so when I come over here, we're going to start number 1. What we're going to do is to go to the ignition start here, and then wait. Give it a few seconds. And then I'm going to throw the engines on. All right, let's go ahead and start number 1. 1's coming to ground here. All right, and 2 is rotating.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay, park brake set.
Unlocking gear.
I got a light. Avail lights on. Which means we're good to go to start number 2. I'll just see if I can give you, I told you I was going to give you a brief. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom into that and I'll show you.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay, we're basically here. We're going to be taxiing
Left is clear,
down
right
probably
is clear.
November, Mike, Alpha, and then out 2, 3. All right, let's start number 2. Number 2's coming on. I want to start both engines today.
Signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, mask.
All right, let's give him a salute. Got that. Taxi's coming on really quick. And then back off. We'll keep it on. All right, that's good. It's coming to max. There's the light off. It's on the bus. Once we get the avail light, all right, we're good. We got 2 good starts. That's the last thing we do. So we come upstairs here, take a look. What's going to throw the AP bleed off? Bleed's coming off on there. Everything else is good. We got bleeds on. Good, good, good. Wing lights, beacons are on. We've got the taxi lights on already. Coming downstairs here. We're going to go flap 2. 1, 2.
Further information regarding your safety on board.
All right, we'll do a check. Flight controls.
We hope you have a great flight.
Rudders. All right. And then you could do the flight control check here in the cockpit. We'll just do that again. Oops, wrong one. Oops. Okay, a couple things I need to do. I need to disconnect my yoke. That's not going to work. So we can't have the yoke on as well as it'll be a conflict. That'll be a conflict. So we're going to take that off. Okay. Same with our Bravo. I want to make sure Bravo quadrant's off. I don't want any conflicts. See? I want to shut that off. I'm going to do that to none. Wow. There we go. Okay. And then our T6, we should have it to off. And that is. Okay. And then this. This should be good to go. Good. Okay. All right, now let's check that out again. I've got the flight controls. Yep. Good. Good. And then we're going to pitch it to 0.7. Look at our pitch trim. That should work. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, I just got to set that. I don't know why my pitch trim isn't working on the on my stick. It should. Maybe I can just do pitch trim. All right, what about trim? Elevator trim, nose down. Okay, that's not what we're doing. Okay, I thought I did all this. Okay, so this is going to get deleted. And then delete that. Yep. And then we're going to come back out. That's nose down. External view top. What the? Okay. And then trim elevator nose up. Once again, I'll delete both of these things. I don't know why it's doing that. Stupid. Let's see if we got it now. Alright, here are trims coming in. Yep. So we want to go trim 0.7. 0.7 right there. Good on the pitch trim. And flaps are 2. Spoilers coming armed. Now we would have done this much earlier. Okay, and then we're going to go engine is to normal. Cabins check, spoilers are armed, flaps take off, config. I'll go ahead and test the config right there while we're at it, and here we are. Flight plan. Okay, push back, doors closed, flight deck close and lock, transponders on auto. Good to go. After start, yellow electric pump status required. It's on. Engine anti-ice is off. ECAM status. We checked it right there. We're taking a look at it. All right, let's go ahead and get a. Let's go get it. Providence ground, Delta 1023, taxi, please.
Delta 1023, runway 23 taxi via Tango, Charlie, Victor.
Charlie,
Hold short
Victor.
runway 16.
Tango, Charlie, Victor.
Runway 23 taxi via Tango, Charlie, Victor. Hold short runway 16.
I think there's a Charlie, but
Delta
we'll go
1023.
Tango, and we'll go down that Victor path. So, all right, brakes are coming off my plane. And this throttle is really touchy, so you just gotta just tap it to get going. All right, we'll do a quick brake check, especially for the Airbus. Okay, so the brakes didn't work. So what I got to do there is look at my settings. See, this is like they should have, anytime you load up, it should be like automatic. This is my rudder pedal, so I want to make sure, see. I'm going to put it on the airplane controls. We'll put it on the 7-1. And that should give us a good brake check. Yep, there we go. All right, here we go. Okay, we're going to hold short 1.6, which is just coming up here, so I'm not going to accelerate too much. See, we don't have to stop this thing. Providence ground, Delta 1023, holding short 1.6 on Tango.
Delta 1023, cross runway 16 at Victor. Continue
cross at
taxi
Victor.
via Foxtrot, Tango, Charlie, Victor, Bravo, Alpha.
What?
Cross runway 16 at Victor. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, Tango, Charlie, Victor, Bravo, Alpha, Delta 1023.
Okay, we're going to turn here, and they want us to go Bravo to Victor, Foxtrot. What in the blazes is he doing? Then we're going to go Bravo to Victor to Alpha? Yeah. Crazy. Crazy taxi instructions, bro. And we'll do what he says. We'll go down Bravo, which is here. This is just a really convoluted way. You know what? I'm going to go straight because that's going to take us to that ramp. I don't think they want an airliner on an FOB ramp. So, I mean, an FBO ramp. No, I'm just going to leave it. Crazy. Okay, taxi checks. Flaps are 2. Confirmed 2. Okay. Takeoff speeds are checked as well. We've got them on the PFD there.
Delta 1023, contact Providence Tower 120.7. Have a good morning.
207 over to tower.
Over to Tower 120.7, Delta 1023.
All right, guys, we're here. Trim is set and flight controls are checked. Taxi checklist is complete. Delayed takeoff after start. We've done the, I'll just tap the brakes right here. And then we've got delayed after start. We don't need that before takeoff. Runway position is checked. We're going to be on 23. I've got it on the sign. Flaps are set 2. Takeoff memos all green. Yep. Navigation brief is complete. Engine modes, TARA. We've got it on there. And engine mode selection. We're going to do reduce the thrust climb today. And then flight attendants are acknowledged. So we'll go ahead and give them a call. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Thank you. I don't know if that chimes at. All right, let's go. Lights coming on. Now we turn off on strobes. That's on auto. We'll just throw them on for now. Wings are coming on. Let's give them a call. Providence Tower, excuse me. Delta 1023 ready to go 23. Riptide. I'm used to that.
Delta 1023, Providence Tower, wind 130 at Niner, fly heading 220, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, 220 on the heading.
Fly heading 220, runway 23, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1023.
Okay, 220 is coming set. (220) on the heading set. 23 set. Nobody's coming in on this side. Looking good. Let's go ahead and get a recording of this. I do want to record it. I'll throw my FCR up. We're gonna look. Record, please, and recording. Okay, looking good on this side. Nobody's coming down. Runway is set. Go ahead and try to oversteer this a little bit. Okay, you guys ready to go? We're gonna bring them up 50. We got a crosswind on the right side. Here we go. 23. Coming up. About 50. Alright, looking good. 2 clicks. 1, 2. So set. Put a little bit of left rudder in there. Counter that steer. Airplane's gonna want to go to the right. 100 knots. There's V1. We're going. Rotate. Nice and easy, smooth. Bring it up. Okay, pause ready to climb. Gear coming up. Right there, about 15, 20 degrees. We'll hold that.
Delta 1023, contact Providence departure.
Over to departure.
Contact Providence departure, Delta 1023.
10 degrees right there. Heading select.
Providence approach, Delta 1023. Good morning,
Climb thrust.
1,200 feet.
Delta
Okay, flap
1023, Providence departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000, altimeter 3035.
17,000 on the altitude.
Climb and maintain 17,000. Altimeter 3035. Delta 1023.
Set. Master caution.
Delta 1023, turn right, heading 325.
Right turn 325.
Turn right. Heading 325. Delta 1023.
325 on the heading. Actually, I'm going to pull that out. 325. Autopilot on. 325 on the heading. We got. We're still accelerating to the S speed. Beautiful departure out of here. Now, once we get through S speed, then we're going to go ahead and crank up. I've got standby. I got to change that. I forgot to throw it on. That is on. There we go. All right, 325 on the heading. Coming up on the flap. Flaps up. Slats coming up. Got a clean wing. What a beautiful morning. Time to 17. We're in an open climb right now. I'm going to go ahead and close that climb.
Delta 1023, clear direct Putnam. Resume on navigation.
Direct Putnam, here we go.
Roger. Heading direct Putnam, then resume own navigation Delta 1023. Thanks.
Direct
Delta
Putnam
1023,
insert.
you're welcome.
I'm going to go nav. Nav is selected. Now we got dot on 17, so we've got the climb. Open climb is gone into climb. So the FMA throttle is on climb. We're in climb mode, and we've got the nav selected direct to Putnam now. Let's do a climb check while we're at it. Landing lights, we'll keep those on. We got to keep them on for a bit. All right, after takeoff, flaps are up, landing gears up, APU is off. Let's go ahead and check that really quick. You can just throw the APU. You can see it's X'd out. That's good. Take a look at our bleeds. Good. And our pressurization mode coming up. Looking good. Okay, we cleared up to 17,000 here. A beautiful weather day in the Northeast. There's a reason why this Fenix got the best, voted the best add-on in the flight sim. There's a reason. All right, I'll be back. Folks, from the flight deck, we're cruising altitude to 34,000 feet. We're going to turn off those seatbelt signs. Nice smooth ride for now. If you do stay seated, please keep the seatbelt fastened. Those folks sitting on the left side of the aircraft, you'll look out on the left side, you'll see the beautiful Long Island. As we pass Manhattan, you might be able to get a glimpse of Manhattan as we come through here. Good ride, about 2 hours before destination. And we might get a little bit bumpy during the descent portion. Now we'll just keep you posted. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Make sure you subscribe. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Thank you. All right, folks, we're just about 81 miles top of descent. We're going to start getting our information plugged in here. QNH coming in at 3017.
Atlanta Center, United 634, flight level 340.
Temperature when we land about 26.
United 634,
Winds
Atlanta Center,
20.
radar contact.
We'll type everything in here. Transition altitude flight level 180. We got approach set 144. We're going to check all that out. Barrow 27 left. It's 1199. Let's go ahead and set that up on number 2. There we go. Flaps will be config 3. Will be a full flap today. That gives us approach speed of about 144 on the approach.
Delta 1023, contact Atlanta Center 132.625.
132.625.
Contact Atlanta Center 132.625, Delta 1023. Atlanta Center, Delta 1023. Good morning. Flight level 320.
We had to drop the 3.2 because it was pretty bumpy at 34, so we got a better ride.
Delta 1023, Atlanta Center, roger.
All right, good deal. So what we'll do is the top of the descent's on the way. When we get about 40 miles, this ring right here, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're actually going to initiate a descent early. This way the airplane will nice and slow, 1,000 feet a minute till we capture profile. and then it'll give a nice little ride, kind of a descent cruise, if you will. This aircraft and the 7.3, I mean, this airplane and the MD-80 are different because you have to initiate the descent. It won't do it for you. Once you initiate the descent, it'll grab it. But the 7.3 just hits top of climb or top of descent, and it drops in. So that's the difference. We've got everything planned already, so that's all we do. Let's just go ahead and take a look at our data, and we'll go from there. And I'm just going to get a little closer to the EFB here for us, and I'm going to select this down. Jeez. I'm going to go ahead and click landing. Runway is going to be 27 left. They might give us a different runway, but we'll see. We'll apply the VTAR. And low auto brake, that's fine. Landing weight, we're estimating. I'll just put it in here. Landing estimating right now 161, so 160 or 162. You can see that 162. Brakes, no reverse. We're going to go max reverse. But you can see idle 7,700 feet. Manual landing. Yeah, flaps are 3. And let's go ahead and bring it down to flaps full. And then auto thrust is on. You can turn them off, and that saves you a little bit, but we'll keep them on. I don't usually like that, but that's kind of standard operating procedure, I guess, with this airplane. And plus the throttles are so touchy anyway on this bird. All right, 7713 on the runway. Okay, that's it. I'm good with all that. We'll keep it on the way it is. All right. And we're about how many miles away? So we're going to go to the PRAF page. About 52 miles. So about 10 more miles we'll start down. Beautiful weather in Atlanta right now. It's winds 200, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 5,000. And the temperature is reporting pretty warm over there, 79 degrees. It's just beautiful. Really nice. All right, that's it. We'll just wait for a few miles and we'll start down. All right, folks, so what we're going to do is going to start a descent right now. I'm going to call for that and just call ready.
Delta 1023, ready for descent.
I'm going to bring this down to
Delta 1023, descend via Aussie 1 arrival. Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport landing runway 26 right. Altimeter 3017.
We'll go 26 right on the altimeter on the
All right, descend via Aussie 1 arrival. Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport landing runway 26 right. Altimeter 3017. Delta 1023.
So let's plug this in at 12,000 like this, and we're going to push it in.
Delta 1023, contact Atlanta Center 134.8.
What that's going to do,
see you.
It's going to start descending us about 1,000 feet a minute.
Center on 134.8.
And
Delta 1023.
You can see we're in the descent mode now, and you see this little squiggly.
Atlanta
that's
Center,
when we'll catch
Delta
profile.
1023, descending via Aussie 1, flight level 319er.
Let's go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sign.
Delta 1023, Atlanta Center. Good morning.
All right.
Envoy 3545. Contact Atlanta Center 127.5.
Contact Atlanta Center 127.5, Envoy 3545.
Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard. We're starting our descent here from 32,000 into the Atlanta area. Show Atlanta about 20 minutes. Temperature 79 degrees, few clouds there at 5,000. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Show you on the ground here shortly. All right, passengers briefed. We're ready. We're going to go down 26 right now, so we've got to change up the runways to 26 right. And I'm just going to go ahead and get that ready to go. 26 on the right side. Okay, so 26 right it is. So what we're going to do is come down to here. And we're going to go to flight plan, Atlanta. And we're going to go arrival.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1314.
We're going to change the runway
Good morning.
here
Flight
to
level
26
256.
right. Approach. We're going to go 26 right.
Delta 1314.
Right there.
Atlanta Center.
And
Good
then
morning.
we're going to
Continue climb to
do
flight
the
level
star.
320.
That one.
Continue climb to flight level
Slash.
320.
That's
Delta
all set, ready to go.
1314.
Via. We're going to do Haynes. That should be a good one. And then insert it.
Delta 1314.
And then we'll select heading track.
127.5.
So let's do heading track right now.
Contact Atlanta Center 127.5, Delta 1314. Take care.
So there's heading. And then I'm just going to open up the heading bug. And I'm going to be right on top of that heading. We got it, and then let's go ahead and execute it, and we'll insert it. Fine. Yeah, I just disconnected the track, so what we're doing is I'm going to go ahead and put it back in there. There you go, done. So the airplane basically is saying, all right, well, everything else is the same. Let's go ahead and check it out just to make sure we're good. And all of those waypoints are still where they need to be. So we've got money, and then we've got Tej, G-Bake winning Aussie. Good. And that's at 12,000 restriction, which we might have to redo. And then we've got Lim. Well, no, I'm sorry, that's limited. And we got Harry, that's it. And then Kala. And from Kala, it's going to be Posey. Then after that, we're going to go Zello. And then Haynes. After Zello, D-Cell, and then there's Haynes, and then we're inbound. All that's good to go. Same on the other thing on the pref, so all that's done. The only thing that we're going to do is we're going to come into our init.
Endeavor 5144. Contact Atlanta Center 127.5.
Hold on, flight plan.
Contact Atlanta Center 127.5.
What do we want? Aussie
5144.
12,000. So let's click on Aussie. You could see we don't want to do that. We want to just go to Aussie here. So we're going to do 12,000. Let's go 250 on the speed. I'm going to put it in 12,000 feet over at Aussie. Execute. Good. Wait. And then enter. All that's good to go. Okay, we're done. Restrictions are set. And we're coming down the chute. And like I said, we probably won't grab. Looking nice, slow descent here. Cruise, we're doing a cruise descent. That should pick up here somewhere down Aussie, I guess. What, G-Bake or G-Bake? No, auto brakes. Where auto brakes at? Let's see what we got. As keeping on. Auto brakes on, flight instruments good, and then we'll just go ahead at 18,000 on the transition. We'll kick it up and then throw our lights on, and we'll run our
Atlanta
checklist.
Center, Endeavor 5144. Good morning. Descending via Aussie 14,300 feet. Delta Delta 1334 Heavy. Contact Atlanta, approach 127.9er.
Contact Atlanta approach, Delta 1334 Heavy.
All right, guys, we're just passing 18,000. We're going to go ahead
Delta
to
2145. Turn right.
our heading
270.
3017.
26 right localizer.
That's it, 3017, and I've got the descent check.
Turn right, heading 270. Intercept the 26 right localizer, Delta 2145.
Okay, overhead panel coming in. Landing lights are coming on. Runway turnoffs are on. Beacon, the wings
Delta
are on.
1180. Airport is at your 11 o'clock 14 mile.
Takeoff on.
Report the field in
Those
sight.
are on. Everything's good to go there.
We have the field, Delta 1180.
All right, we're passing through our descent. Let's go ahead
Delta
and throw
1180. Cleared visual approach runway
altimeters
26 right.
3017 and cross-checked
Clear
north
visual
side
approach
and
26 right.
standardized.
Delta 1180.
Minimums are set. We've already set those minimums up.
Delta 1334 Heavy. Airport is at your 2
Approach
o'clock
briefing is
13
complete. We're going to
mile.
be a visual report backing up the ILS. Auto brakes are medium. We'll just do actually low on the auto brake, and that should yield us.
Field in sight, Delta
Let's see here.
1334
Flaps
Heavy.
full, auto brake is low, and that
Delta
gives us about
1334 Heavy. Cleared visual approach.
Seatbelts are
runway
on,
26 right.
and descent checklist is complete.
Cleared visual approach 26 right, Delta 1334 Heavy.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it down to 20. Gives us a nice little range change here.
Delta
finally grabbed
1334 Heavy. Contact Atlanta Tower 119er.1.
Over to Tower 119.1, Delta
beautiful day here.
1334 Heavy.
We should be at 9,000 feet, and we are way above that. So
Endeavor 5144. Turn
this,
right. Heading 270.
we got to get down
Vectors for the
pretty
approach.
quick. So I'm going to go ahead and
Turn right.
say I need to
Heading
descend it
270.
about
Endeavor
2,000 feet a
5144.
minute or more. So we need to get down. We need to
Delta
get down quick.
1180.
You could see
Contact Atlanta Tower
we're getting a little.
119er.1.
I'm going to have to throw that speed
Over
brake
to
out.
Tower 119er.1.
Now I'm in
Delta
open descent.
1180.
That's 14.
Delta 2145. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 mile. Report the
Yeah,
field in
this is
sight.
not what I wanted.
We have the field, Delta 2145. Delta
Let's go.
2145. Cleared visual approach, runway 26 right.
I want to go down at
Cleared
2,300 feet
visual
a minute.
approach 26 right, Delta
I'm gonna pull the
2145.
brake. We got to slow down. We're way high. So brakes coming in.
Endeavor 5144. Airport is at your 12 o'clock.
One click on
13
the
mile.
speed brake.
Report the field in
Kind
sight.
of get this thing down. We are way high.
We have the field, Endeavor 5144.
I want to go down more than that. Let's go
Endeavor 5144.
3,000
Cleared
feet a
visual
minute.
approach, runway 26 right.
Shoot, I made you too dang high, man.
Cleared visual approach 26 right, Endeavor 5144.
I've got the altitude. We're going to go down to 5,000 now.
Endeavor 5144. Contact Atlanta Tower 119er.1.
We got a vertical
Take
speed
care.
in. I want to keep
Contact
going.
Tower 119er.1, Endeavor 5144.
Nah, that's not good. We got to get down quick, man. We're talking.
Atlanta approach, Delta 1314, 13,200
Haynes is at
feet.
5,000
Uniform on board.
feet. So, I mean, we got to get going
Delta
here.
1314. Atlanta approach. Altimeter 3017. Expect
All right,
the
I'm gonna
visual
knock it
approach
down
runway
another
26
notch.
right.
And I'm going to descend down.
Altimeter 3017, expect the
Quicker.
visual approach, runway 26 right.
3,200
Delta
feet a
1314.
Full on the speed brake. I got to really slow this
Atlanta
airplane down.
approach. Delta 2469. 13,900
Trying to
feet
get
with
that.
numbers.
I mean, we're
Delta
a little faster
2145.
than.
Contact Atlanta Tower 119er.1.
I was a little
Over to Tower
screwed.
119er.1, Delta 2145.
Delta 2469. Atlanta approach. Altimeter 3017. Expect the visual approach runway 26 right. Altimeter 3017. Expect the visual approach runway 26 right. Delta 2469.
No idea if we're going to hit this. I don't think we are.
Atlanta approach. Delta
Son of a
2724.
gun.
Good morning. 111700 with information uniform.
Boy, I really
Atlanta
screwed this
approach.
thing up. Come
Delta
on.
1275. Good morning. 1313100. We have uniform on board.
Come on, airplane. You can do it.
Delta 2724.
Keep going down. We're going to go down
Atlanta
4,000.
approach. Altimeter
We
3017.
really need to slow up.
Expect the visual approach runway 26 right. Altimeter 3017. Expect
Keep
the
going.
visual
We're
approach runway
400.
26 right.
I
Delta
need to slow down. We're
2724.
going to 4,000 now. I got full brake.
Delta 1023. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 16 miles.
We got it.
Report the field in sight.
We got it.
Field
Okay,
in
there's
sight.
4,000.
Delta
Keep the
1023.
speed in there. Here comes the
Delta
speed brakes.
1023. Cleared visual approach runway 26 right.
Clear the visual 26 right.
Cleared visual approach 26 right. Delta 1023.
Click approach.
Delta 1275.
Click on
Atlanta
the
approach. Altimeter 3017.
Speed's coming way back.
Expect the visual
Pull the
approach
brakes.
runway 26 right.
Let's get that brake down. Here we go, right there.
Altimeter
Flaps one.
3017. Expect the visual approach runway
Has speed
26
coming
right.
down.
Delta 1275.
We're looking good now, you guys. Man, that was like everything
Atlanta
I could
approach.
do to slow
Delta
that airplane down.
1322. Good morning. 9,400 with information uniform.
Stand by for speed.
Delta 1322. Atlanta approach. Altimeter 3017. Expect the visual approach runway
And through
26
4,000.
right.
Looking good. All right, reset now to
Altimeter 3017.
altitude
Expect the visual
4,000. We'll
approach
keep
runway
it.
26
That's our
right.
missed approach.
Delta
There we go. Through
1322.
S speed. And we're going to come on down to 180 here.
Delta 1023.
I'm controlling the speed
Contact
right now.
Atlanta Tower 119.1.
Over to Tower 119.1. Delta
I want it
1023.
at 180, sir. 180.
Delta 2145.
My speed.
Go around. Fly runway heading. Maintain 5,100 feet.
We're going around.
Going round. Fly runway heading. Maintain 5,100 feet. Delta
All right.
2145.
We're going to arm.
Delta 2145. Contact
Flight two.
Atlanta approach
Get ready to go
127.9er.
here.
Speak soon. Contact Atlanta approach 127.9er. Delta 2145.
Gear coming down.
Atlanta Tower. Delta 1023. Visual runway 26 right.
That it
Delta
is.
1023. Atlanta Tower. Wind 205 at 10. Runway 26 right cleared to land.
Copy the winds. Clear the land.
Runway
Lap full.
26 right. Cleared to land. Delta 1023.
All right, we go. Full flaps. Landing checks coming out. I've got 144 on the ref. Right there. Good. Flight nav instruments are set. Cabin notification complete. FMS flight phase. Approach descent. We've got that. Speed limit exceeded. We know. There we go. Speed's coming in. Good. Engine mode selection is set. Landing, gear down, flaps are set, spoilers are armed. Landing checklist complete. My aircraft, at least laterally. Of course, that didn't work. Alright, master caution off. Thanks. I'm just going to hold the aircraft. Alright, I got approach 26 right. This is a weird thing about the bus, man. I can't touch the throttles. It's just an odd deal not having your hand on those dang throttles. Alright, looking a little bit bumpy here. I'm just going to raise that nose up just a little bit. There we are. Bang on speed. Profile's coming up. We're getting a little low. Correct.
100.
Roger. Man.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 10.
That's a float.
5.
Come on. There we go. Reversers. Go all the way down. Okay, I'll take over. Coming out of reverse thrust.
Delta 1023, exit next available taxiway.
Wow, why is this doing that?
Exit next available taxiway, Delta 1023.
We used all that runway, you guys. Why not? We're paying for it. Welcome to Atlanta. Probably screaming at us to get off that dang runway. We are off. Probably going to go down to Victor Loop here.
Delta 1023, contact ground 121.9er, see you.
121.9.
Ground 121.9er, Delta 1023.
Alright, let's stop the aircraft. We'll do our cleanup and then we'll give them a call. Let's track those. Runway turn-offs coming off. Wings are off. Beacon strobes. So strobes off. These are coming off. Oh, sorry, retracted. And this is going to be taxi now. That's good. Oh, that's good to go. Alright, clean the aircraft up. Flaps coming up. I'll go ahead and get a gate. Let's go get a gate and we'll see if we can get in there. Maybe I can get a gate. I don't know. All right, stand by. Let me see if I can get a gate here. All right, let's see. Sorry. Gate Bravo. They're giving us Bravo 11. Okay. Atlanta ground, Delta 1023 taxi, please, Bravo 11.
Delta 1023, welcome to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
We want Bravo 11. I don't think you got Bravo 11, do you? You sure do. Bravo 11.
Request gate Bravo 11, Delta
Going to
1023.
Victor Loop.
Delta 1023, gate Bravo 11, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Oh, come on. All right, we're going to Victor Loop.
Gate Bravo 11 taxi at my discretion, Delta 1023.
Okay, guys. That was dumb. We'll go ahead and taxi via the Victor Loop, and then we'll go Foxtrot Or we'll go echo and then we'll drop down. Welcome to Atlanta. It's absolutely beautiful here in the morning. I got to see how to mess that time up where I can get a local time. Pretty. Okay, I'm going to shut stuff off. We're going to jump out of this aircraft and we head to another one. Over to Salt Lake is our next round. It's already 80 degrees in Atlanta. It's nice and hot.
All aircraft be advised information Victor now current, altimeter 3015.
Traffic.
Yeah. No factor now.
Delta 2724, gate Charlie 46, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Yeah, alright, we gotta update that. They should be
Gate
giving
Charlie
us...
46 taxi at my discretion. Delta 2724.
That's the Victor loop. But I am gonna call GSX and let them know where I'm at gate Bravo 11.
Delta 2724, cross runway 26 left. Continue taxi via.
Taxi via.
Cross runway 26 left. Continue taxi via Delta 2724.
Get the airline right this time, Delta. Alright, let's start the APU. APU master is coming on. I'm going to start it. Okay, it's going to be the next, not this one, it's going to be the next one over.
Delta 1314, gate Echo 7, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Echo 7 taxi at my discretion. Delta 1314.
Alright, we're going to go down to this one. So we're going to make a right turn onto this.
Delta 1314, cross runway 26 left. Continue taxi via.
We'll give this guy give way.
Cross runway 26 left. Continue taxi via Delta 1314.
Why is it stuttering like that? It shouldn't do that. What the heck? Dog wants to get out. Tough. You can't. Until I stopped. Now we got to keep going down to the... See what I mean? It's like it shouldn't be stuttering. Wow, it's a 767 right there. I gotta make some room here. That thing looks like we're gonna hit it.
Delta 2145, Gate Alpha 19er, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Alpha 19er taxi at my discretion, Delta 2145.
Yeah, this is not working really well. Stinking dog. Wants to get out. She's stuck in the cockpit. That's exactly right. Now I'm going to shut down number 2 here as we get on closer to it. Okay, there's our gate. We're going to close out number 2. Number 2 is coming off. Taxi lights off. Wow, wingtip's close, isn't it?
Delta 2469, Gate Echo 32, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Echo 32 taxi at my discretion, Delta 2469.
Alright, now we're on the gate. Brakes coming in. That's coming off. And shutting it down. And beacon's coming off. Alright, we're on the gate. Let's get us deplaning. Request deboarding for sure. That wasn't a very good parking, I know. Well, welcome to...
Delta 1322, Gate Delta 13, taxi at pilot's discretion.
We're done here.
Gate
We're going to
Delta
go ahead
13 taxi at
and
my
get
discretion.
deplaned.
Delta 1322.
And we're done. Doors are popping open.
Delta
We're going to get the airplane.
2469, cross
this,
runway 26
push it
left.
back.
Continue taxi via.
Cross runway 26 left.
All right.
Continue taxi via.
That's it, folks. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you guys in the next flight.